Hello everybody, I hope you all are doing great and we are here with the series of sessions on spoken English course. So why we are bringing up here is few people they can't speak, they know how to write, they know how to read, but when it comes to speaking or when it comes to facing the people, they face difficulties. And forming the sentences also, people are facing the issues. Not everyone, few people who has these issues, for them this course will help a lot. Okay, and this course is completely free. We are not going to charge anything, so we are just giving this particular entire course for free. And you could see we have the agenda for this session, so we are going to cover this all. So in short, we will just see how exactly we are going to see these all the things in the 15 days sessions. Okay, the first thing we'll see what exactly the alphabets, so the basics, and then we'll also see what exactly the sentences are and how the sentences are formed and what are the types of sentences, and then we'll also look upon what exactly the parts of speech are. The basics of parts of speech will grab it in the later sessions. And then we'll see the tenses, types of tenses, how we need to utilize them. Okay, the voice, active voice and the passive voice, so what are the importance of it, so why we need to use them, okay, how we need to use them. And then finally we'll also see the direct and indirect speech. Okay, so in short, if you could able to know the basics of these all the things, and if you could uh, practice these all the things for few days with improving your vocabularies, for sure you're going to speak. Yeah, that is the 100% assurance we are giving it from our side, that if you could able to complete these all the 15 days sessions, we definitely assure that you are going to speak somewhat. Okay, we bet you. So try to just judge yourself, analyze yourself for this day, and after 15 days, after covering these all the sessions, then you'll know what exactly you had learned and what are the areas you had improved. Okay, so we would also request you to give a comment after completing this particular 15-day session. So, and then we also need your feedback so that we need to improve our sessions too. So we would highly appreciate your support and the comments after these all the sessions. Okay, well, let's get started with this. And before starting the session, I would like to tell you guys that you people need to spend at least uh, half an hour daily to practice this all the things. At least spend your time on the tenses and the parts of speech basics initial days, and then the active voice, passive voice, direct and indirect speech. So if you could able to concentrate on the last three things, the tenses, voices, direct and indirect speech, you could able to form the sentences, you can speak. Okay, I know people are facing the issues in the forming the sentences when it comes to them. So let's say when I was the beginner, so even I was doing my engineering, that time also I wasn't aware of how to speak or how to form the sentences, because ideally whatever the session it is, that it is for the people who are from the regional or the rural background and who hasn't done the free grade schools like first standard to 10th standard and English medium school. Mostly these people face these issues. Okay, for them this session or these series of sessions will help them to at least grab basics and then at least to start how to speak. Okay, this is the complete motive for us to just develop this particular course for you guys. Okay, so without wasting time, I would like to start the session. Well, first thing, so what exactly the alphabets are? Okay, So in short, the alphabets are the parts of English. So there are totally 26 letters. Okay, you could see from A to Z we have it, and then in that we have the consonants and vowels. See, so these are the main two types of letters in the alphabets. So we have the vowels that are A, E, I, O, U. Sometimes you could see we have the Y. It will also act as a vowel. So that is again depending upon the situations and the usage. Okay, that you're going to learn this all the deep knowledge in the later sessions. So where I had covered everything about the basics, the parts of speech, and each and every main topics. Okay. Yeah, so apart from these five, remaining all 21 are the consonants. Okay. Well, so after that, we'll see what exactly the sentence is. Very important thing. So we need to know how to form the sentences, and before getting into the sentences, we need to know what are the types of sentences and how do we need to form, and in what and all the situations and scenarios we need to use them is the main thing. Okay. So in short, you could see the sentences is a group of words that expresses a complete thought in short. Okay, let's say if you form a sentence that should give a particular a thought. Let's say I like red color. So here the sentence is indicating the complete thought. The person is liking the color, that is the red one. Okay, like that. So now here you could see the example. So when it comes to the basic sentence structure, the first we will be having the subject as a kind of noun or pronouns. Then we have the verb, okay, and then we have the object. In short, SVO we call it. Okay. Example: subject we have the name, kind of John. Here the verb is eats. He, she, it. If we have it, then we should add the S in front of verb, okay, in the present tense. John eats an apple. So apple here in the sentence, it's an object. When it comes to the first letter, if it is starting with vowels, we should add an. Okay, remember that. Okay, so this is the basic example for the sentences. Now we'll see the types of sentences. When it comes to the structure, by structure, these are the four different types. One is the declarative sentence. What exactly it does? It makes a statement. Here you could see, I like pizza, I like coffee. So it is just defining a statement. Okay. And now when it comes to interrogative sentence, here it will ask a question. Okay, in short, you could see here we are going to ask someone like, do you like pizza? Right? It's a question, right? Questionable sentence. Do you like coffee? Right? Like that, interrogative sentences are. Next is the imperative sentence. What exactly these are? These are just sentences which will tell us to command or request. For example, please close the door. You should go out of the class. Right? Please pass the salt. So we are either requesting, either we are commanding. Next is the exclamatory sentences. So they just show the strong feelings. For example, we have a example here. You could see what a beautiful view, right? And then we have what a great movie. If you see a movie and then if someone asks about the review of that movie, and then you will say, oh, that movie is really good one, really great movie, I liked it. Okay, like that. Okay, so these are with respect to the structures. We have these types. Now with respect to function, these are the types 4 again. The first one is a simple sentence where we have one subject and the verb. For example, He plays cricket or football, right? Here we have a subject and a verb. Simple sentence. Next is the compound sentence. What exactly happens here is the two independent clause joined by a conjunction. What are clause here? They are part of sentences. Okay, they are the subdivision of the sentences, we call it. Okay, it's not exactly the sentences. If you want to form the sentences, combination of clause will make the complete sentence. For example, here you could see when it comes to this particular complete sentence, the compound sentence, here it tells she likes tea. Okay, she likes tea, but I prefer coffee. In short, so a girl is liking tea, but instead of ordering tea, I prefer to have coffee, right? So it is just combining two different clauses to form a sentence. Okay, this is not a complete sentence. It is also trying to express a thought, but two different thoughts, right? So this is one clause, this is second clause. Remember that. Next, the complex sentence. When it comes to complex sentence, we have one main clause. In that, we might or we will definitely have more than one or one dependent clause. For example, when it rains, we stay inside. So you could see this particular clause is dependent on the main clause, right? When it rains, this is the main clause, right? Or else you can even continue this one, more dependent. We will take umbrella and then we'll go outside. Correct? Like that we can form the complex sentences. Then the compound complex sentence. What are these? Here at least two independent clause and one or more dependent clause. In the sense, not only dependent clause we will be having it here, independent as well as a dependent clause we will be having it into the particular complete compound complex sentence. For example, though he was tired. So this is again a complete different sentence, right? Though he was tired, he worked hard. Okay, this is again a different statement, only different thought. It is not at all related to he was tired. So he was completely tired, but he worked hard and finished the project. These two are the dependent clause, correct? He worked hard and finished the project. But this particular clause are not at all related to this. He was tired. It is not at all related to the project or a work, right? Like that, we prepare or we form compound complex sentences. Yeah, so these are the just a basic introduction to sentences. I hope you people are clear with these. Well, next thing is the very important topic, that is the parts of speech. So in the parts of speech, we have 8 parts. The first one is the noun, right? The second one is the pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, intersection. So we should know all of these to at least to start to learn about the basics. Okay, so now what exactly the noun here? I'm just covering the basic here. Okay, in the later sessions we are going to see in-depth details or the information about these all the parts of speech parts. Okay, the first one is the noun. It indicates the names of a person, place, or a thing. For example, a dog, a general word. School, again a general word. Names like Disha, right? John, Mary, all are the nouns. Pronouns. So what exactly these does? These replaces these. Here, for example, we have Ram. So Ram will be replaced by he. We might have Sita. Instead of calling Sita, we take it as she, right? They, okay, combined people. Radha, Krishna, Rama, Lakshmana. So we have all of them. So instead of calling each and everyone's name, we take it as they, right? Next is the verb. So which shows the action or a state. Let's say a run. Run is verb. Even this is a be verb in the sense it's a state. It's showing what exactly is happening. Is. So when it comes to a past, it will become was, right? Like that. Okay. Well, next thing is the adjective. So what exactly it does? It describes the noun here. So in short, happy, right? Tall, like that. We'll be having the multiple examples. Next one is the adverb. What it does, it describes the verb in short, or even the adjective, both. Let's say quickly. He's like run quickly, we have it. Okay, very tall we have. Like that, it will help us to form the sentences describing noun and the verbs. Okay, next is the preposition. So what exactly these does? These shows the relation between the words. For example, in, under the table, okay, on the table, okay, at 7 p.m. So it is giving the relation. Fine. Next is the conjunction. So what exactly these are? These connects the words or the clause in short. And, or, but, right? Like that. Next is the intersection. So expresses the emotion. Oh, oh no. Like that. Okay. I hope you're clear with the parts of speech, what exactly they are, and the basic examples for you guys. So don't worry about the detailed explanation. So we are going to cover that in the next sessions. Okay. Next is the tenses. So what are the tenses? So in short, these tenses show the time of action. So when the action was happening. In that tenses, we have three main tenses. One is the present, we have the past, and we have the future, right? So in that again, we have the four forms each. Present for, past for, future for. Now, we'll see the simple present tense. What exactly it does, the day-to-day conversations what we do. So it will tell the same. For example, present simple. So presently what happening? Okay, I eat every day. Okay, it is telling us that in presently I eat, and then every day also I eat, right? Present continuous. So it shows continuous. The action is ongoing. For example, I am eating. You can add it at the present you're doing it. So I'm eating now. Correct? Present perfect. So it's already done. Currently in the present only, I just now have completed like that. I have eaten already. Right? Next, present perfect continuous. What exactly happens here? Means you're eating it already and you are telling him that I'm doing it. For example, here, for example, I have been eating for an hour. Let's say you're having lunch and someone is sitting just beside you and you're telling him that I'm eating already, but it's been an hour. I'm just eating. Got it? Like that. When it comes to simple past, so what exactly happened yesterday or in the previous days in the past is the thing. Okay. Example, I ate yesterday means I had something yesterday. Next, past continuous. So you were doing in the past. It was continuous. So you want to explain that you were doing it like that. For example, I was eating at 8 p.m. So yesterday at 8 p.m. I was having dinner. Okay. And the past perfect means in the past I had already done that. For example, I had eaten before you came. That is means I had already had the dinner before you were there to meet me. Got it? So next, past perfect continuous. So that time I was doing it. Okay. Means it has been already done, so that you want to explain him. In that case, I had been eating for an hour yesterday. Means I was eating. Next, the future simple. In short, what exactly you're going to do tomorrow, future. So today I eat. Okay, and then when it comes to tomorrow, if you're going to do it, I will eat. Correct? I will eat later, or I will eat tomorrow. Got it? Future continuous. So in future, you are going to do that work. It is ongoing work. For example, tomorrow I'll be working. Correct? I'll be eating at 8 p.m. tomorrow. Got it? The future perfect means in the future you have already done that one. In future you are going to do it. Okay, and that will be completed. In that case, sentence will be like this: I will have eaten by then. So tomorrow exactly at 8 p.m. my work will be finished. I will have finished my work at by 8 p.m. Okay, like that. Future perfect continuous. So what exactly happens here? I will have been eating for an hour. Or in future or tomorrow, I will have been having party for an hour. So tomorrow in the evening, I'll be having the party for an hour, in short. Okay, like that. In the future, what exactly you're going to do and you'll be doing it, that you want to explain. That time we use the future perfect continuous tense. Okay. So these are the just basic examples. Just guys remember them. So in short, so these are very important. Okay. So in that again, we are going to learn each and every tenses, but in short, we are not going to use all the tenses in day-to-day conversations. Okay. We are going to use mostly the present tense and the present continuous, and then the simple past, simple future, and then we might use present perfect. Okay, mostly five tenses we use mostly, and that we are going to see in the later session in depth and in detail. Well, next thing is to deal with the voices in the English grammar. So what exactly these are? So these voices tell us whether the subject of the sentence is doing the action or it's receiving the action. Okay, let's see example, then you'll understand. So right now it is for you people it might be quite difficult to just get this one. So if you're the complete beginner, then it is above your head, I know that. So for example here, so in the voices we have two types. One is the active voice, another is the passive voice. When it comes to active voice, so what exactly happens here is the subject performs the action. Okay, the subject will directly do that action. For example, we have the basic sentence structure, that is subject, verb, object. Now here, subject, the chef cooks the meal. Okay, who is cooking the meal here? The chef. Okay, remember that. So the action is done by the subject. Remember that. Now the same sentence we'll try to do it in the passive voice. So what exactly happens here is the subject receives the action. Now here the subject is this, the chef. He will receive the action. For example, the meal is cooked by the ship. Correct. So in short, here the subject is receiving the action. Okay. The meal is cooked by the ship. So here you can see the difference. The chef cooks the meal, so it's in the present. So here you want to tell the same thing in the present only. Okay, but it's in the perfect, means it's already been done. Correct. Fine. So you could see the structure. Object you should use, and then here whatever it is that you should bring it first, and then you need to use the be forms, and then the past participle, and then by whatever the we have the object here, like that. Okay. So here you could see the meal, here was the object, here it will remain the same. Once you complete the sentence, this will become the subject only. Remember that, just for information, don't get confused. Okay, fine. So now how exactly we are going to use this active voice, passive voice in the tenses. So anyway, tenses are the basic need for all the sentence formation. So in the sentences, how we're going to use the active and the passive voice. Example we have, these are the mostly used 5 tenses in day-to-day activities. On an average of 95% or 85%, the conversations will happen in these forms only. Out of complete 12 tenses, these are the main 5. Remember, okay. Now, when it comes to present simple, what exactly it is? She writes a letter. So how you gonna just convert this into a passive voice? We're gonna take this one here first. A letter in the present tense is written by, she becomes her there. Okay. Now past simple, she made a cake. In the past she made a cake. Now in the passive, the cake, it is in the past, the cake was made by him. Correct. Similarly, future simple, they will clean the room. Okay, if it is simple future, they will clean the room. Now the room will be cleaned by them. Okay. Next, present continuous, she is reading a book. The book is being read by her. Okay, remember. Next, the present perfect, he has painted the house. The house has been, it remains the same. Okay, painted by, he becomes him. Okay. Now we had seen the active voice and the passive voice. Here we'll focus on the direct and indirect speech in English grammar. So the basics we'll learn here. Well, what exactly the direct speech is? The direct speech, we quote the exact words spoken by someone. For example, she said, I'm tired, means one of my friend said that she's actually tired. Okay. Now how are you gonna convert this into the indirect speech? So direct speech is someone has already told this sentence. She said, I'm tired. Okay. Now to convert this into the indirect speech, what exactly we do here is, in short, okay, indirect speech. So we report the meaning of what someone said. For example, I need to tell about my friend. So she told me that she is or she was tired. Now I need to tell this particular sentence to someone else, to my friend actually. Okay, my friend is, just imagine my friend is John. So for him I need to tell this. What exactly I'll tell him? That she said that she was tired, right? She said that she was tired. Got it, right? So we are trying to report about someone's activities to someone without using the same sentences. We just change the wordings, we change it. Sentence will somewhat remain the same. Okay. Now examples here. So in the direct speech, here you could see these are the be verbs. Is become was, are will become were, have has become had, does did will would, and can will become could. Okay. Now for example, I am happy. He said or she said. I can write like that. So what exactly will happen this one here? He said that he was happy. You can even remove that here to form the sentence. Okay. They are late. She said that they were late. Okay. The present will become in the past. I have a car. He said that he had a car. He said I do my work. He said that he did his work. I will go. She said she would go. I can sing. He said that he could sing. He said he could sing. Correct? Both are fine. Likewise, we form direct and indirect speech. Yeah, so that's all about the basics here. So we had seen what and all the things we should look upon. So how we need to use these all the basics we had seen it, right? What and all we need to learn the alphabets, sentences, parts of speech, tenses, okay, active and passive voice, direct and indirect speech. If you could able to learn these things and form the simple examples by learning these all the basics, I'm damn sure, I'm 100% sure that you people will definitely speak. Okay. Yeah, so only one thing I would like to tell you guys. So if you start practicing or if you would like to learn English, initial days, let's say 1 or 2 days, will show a lot of focus, a lot of attention, a lot of effort you will put it. And then the third day, then you will just neglect it or you'll try to just become lazy. And then that particular, the focus, whatever you had it, that will be gone. So please keep this in mind. Don't do that. Anyway, you will definitely face the same issues, but if you have this one, try to avoid it as much as possible. For example, let's say I have the day 1 session, I had covered it now. Each and every one's mentality is the same. Day 1 is covered, day 2 you will cover, day 3 will cover, and then you will lose interest, and then you will leave everything, then you will do something else, or you might switch to some other sessions. I'm not telling you to switch to other sessions. You go and you also refer that videos, but before going there, you had considered this session, or you have just considered that I'm going to refer this one, take this, complete all the sessions, and then you decide. Got it? So likewise, if you start or if you decide that I'm going to learn English and I will definitely learn speaking, if you have this mindset, you will face a lot of hurdles. Don't lose the hope, don't lose the confidence, don't lose your focus actually. Okay, try to maintain the consistency, and then definitely you will reach your goal that you're going to speak for sure. Okay. Yeah, that's the last statement from my side. In short, be focused. Okay, be consistent. That's all, guys. So I'll see you in the day 1 session. So I hope the first session on this one, the introduction is good for you guys, and I hope you got to know what exactly you need to learn. Yep, that's all about this session. Thank you. See you in the next session.